The public lavatory her father built is right over there.
I don't think Claire Zarkanassian uses public lavatories.
She did when she lived here. It's the only one she had.
Don't be cruel. We'll only do 2 choruses of Welcome Home, Madame Zarkanassian.
One would be better, Schoolmaster Kuhn. Too much music is never good.
It's imperative we make the right impression. Without her help, we will perish. Everything depends on this visit. Tom Father's behind me than everyone else.
What do you want me, Peter?
Don't take this the wrong way, Anton, but you're everything that's wrong with Broadway. A failure. A sorry excuse for a man. A miserable blob of humanity.
One look at me and she'll get right back on the train.
I didn't say that, Anton. I'm only asking you to step back a bit.
Anything for Bracken. Hey, friend.
Thank you, Anton.
Do you really think she's coming, Mayor? The last person who visited Bracken was lost. He stayed 5 minutes.
I have her telegram, Doctor. Arrived today. Stop. Claire Zarkanassian. Stop. Villa Pace, Capri, Italy. Stop.
Why should the richest woman in the world suddenly come back to her birthplace when she hasn't set foot here since the day she left?
Not so much as a postcard.
Claire Zarkanassian may be the richest woman in the world, but at heart, she's still one of us. It's very common to pay one last visit to the place and people one grew up with.
She's in for a rude awakening. This is not the Bracken she left. We've changed. Everything has. And not for the better. Is it Bracken, Madam?
It's Bracken, Rudy.
Welcome home, Madam Zarkanassian.
My God, it's even worse than I remember.
But Claire Zarkanassian, my dear, as mayor of Broadway, it is my honor to welcome you home. Out of the darkness come two piercing lights, slicing the cool night air. An angel descends from the steps of a train. Welcome, Claire Zarkanassian! Welcome, Claire Zarkanassian! home to us?
I always intended to return.
We were beginning to think you'd never come.
The time had to be right for this visit. I wasn't ready. Neither was Broadway.
At last, the old lady pays a visit. Let's stop and think, just how many lifetimes is it? Oh well, who cares? Let's welcome an old acquaintance who's home at long, long last. The furs, the gowns, the handful of rings she's worn here. Can you believe that creature was really born here? It will, maybe, she'll answer the prayers we've offered. She's home to stay.
Or just to play.
Well, anyway, she's home at long, long last.
And now that I'm among you, I notice that you're staring. Where did she get the jewels she's got and all that fur she's wearing? I've got a little secret that I'm more than pleased to tell. I married very often, and I widowed very well. Zarkanassian adored me. Every touch gave him a thrill. If I said I hated winter, he would fly me to Brazil. When an epileptic seizure took him out at 69, he'd acquired lots of weapons. Now all of them are mine, so I wore my widow's weeds. One way, though Zach was gone, I soldiered on. Now the second man I married was a very small Chinese. Look at all our wedding pictures. He barely comes up to my knees. When the Asian flu dispatched him, 3 little lawyers came to call. Mr. Chu Wong Johnson Chin. Now yours truly's got them all. So I wore my widow's weeds and walked away. What could I do? Ciao, Mr. Chu. Numbers 3 to 5 were sickly. They were quickly laid to rest. Plague cirrhosis and a plane crash, which left me quite depressed. Number 6 was born in Warsaw. He was high-class Slavic folk. Though at first he was amusing, he became my Polish joke. When he died of liver failure, someone read me Freddie's will, and it said, to Margie Clara, I bequeath 300 mil. So I wore my widow's weeds and walked away. That poor old Pope, God rest his soul.
Money cannot heal the sorrow that you feel. Anytime you feel sorrow, no, money can't erase the terror that you face when you're terrified to face tomorrow.
Hear what I said. When love is dead, and it is pain. fills the day, and life is gray. I walk
We reserved you the finest suite at the Golden Apostle.
The Golden Apostle. As a girl, I wasn't even allowed in. Maybe this time I'll buy it. Anton Schell. I don't see Anton Schell.
Anton Schell? Oh, it's a sad story.
Is he dead?
No! Not dead, Claire. Still here.
Anton.
Oh, Claire.
It's really you.
I didn't know if you'd remember me.
How could I forget you, Anton?
May I step forward, Mr. Mayor?
But of course, Anton.
It's wonderful you come back to us.
I've waited a lifetime for this moment.
No more than we. You remember my wife, Mathilde Blumhardt?
Mrs. Anton Schell now.
I remember what you used to call me.
My little wild cat.
I couldn't hear you.
My little wild cat.
What else?
My little sorceress.
I called you my panther. How young we were. How beautiful together.
You must be exhausted, Clara. The mayor will take you to your hotel.
We've planned a gallant banquet in your honor this evening.
I'd like to visit some familiar scenes of my childhood. I'm feeling exhilarated being back.
It will be my pleasure, Madam Zakanasia.
Not with you, with Anton. I like to visit some old trysting places. May I borrow your husband, Matilda?
But of course.
Till this evening at the Golden Apostle, Mr. Mayor.
It's more than nostalgia that's brought her back. Anton Schell. I'll say. I can't believe it.
Don't jump to conclusions, Peter.
Did you see the way she looked at you?
Clary and I were very close once.
Tell her we need a new school. We'll name it in your honor.
No, in her honor. And then we'll rename it in your honor after she's gone.
The hospital has been closed for years. We'll name a wing for her and one for you.
We don't have a police force. I am the police force. So what if there's a crime wing? Tell her our plan, Anton. Let her know the dire straits to which we fall. If you succeed, Anton Schell Boulevard. It would be unanimous.
You still want me to stand back a step, Peter?
I admit I misread the situation. It seems she's come back because of you. You're the only hope we have.
They'll be jealous, too. It's for Bracken's sake.
Don't let it go to your head, Anton. You're still a miserable shopkeeper with a family to feed.
I know Claire from long ago. I'm not a fool, and Claire I know. And when she sees our deep despair, she'll care. I know Claire. We were friends. Nothing's gone, and nothing ends. She has a heart, I'm sure it's so. Trust me, please, Claire, I know. Claire is one of us, and when I tell her how hard we're suffering, she will listen.
We need more than sympathetic listening, Anton. We're counting on you for a check.
Trust me, please, Claire, I know.
I'm hesitant to share your optimism, Mayor. We've had our hopes dashed so very
so often? What makes you think she's the answer to our prayer?
That's what's wrong with you intellectuals. You're negative about everything. You don't ever see the bright side. There's going to be a happy ending. Tomorrow the sun is sure to shine. There's going to be a happy ending. We'll suddenly feel that our future is fine. There's going to be a happy ending. Let our little Clary show the way. There's going to be a happy ending. She's giving us hope and she's saving the day. We're going to see our joyless ending, and never again will troubles rise. We're going to have a happy ending. A miracle day. A miracle day. A miracle day. Right in front of our eyes.
You want me to trust her? Well, I'm willing. I'd like this euphoria to last. But didn't you find the whole thing chilling? A ghost on a visit from the past.
No, oh no.
I'm sorry. My heart is so full in this moment. The words won't come easily.
We have no need for words. We never did.
My wonderful Clara.
I see the years have not been kind to you. Lord Rucken.
It's true, they haven't.
What happened?
I don't know. It's as if we were struck down in our prime to teach us a lesson. But no one knows what that lesson is, or why we were punished. And now, I'm an old man.
We are both old, Anton.
Not you. You're magnificent. You belong to the world.
I belong to no one, Anton.
Oh, Clara, if only we could be the way we were again, when we were young and unafraid. If only for an instant.
Everywhere in every dream I dream, there's a spectre of you.
It's been a long time since we ran barefoot through these woods.
Years have gone by, it's true, still my heart rushes to all my memories of you.
I can still see you, rushing towards me through the shadows, glowing, naked, your body glistening from swimming in the stream, your black hair streaming out, slim and supple as a willow, and tender. How tender you were. You, suddenly you, after the chill I knew, comes the fire of you. Luckily, you ask me if dreams come true, and my answer is you.
Being here with you, recapturing the past, well, I must admit, I've dreamed of it, and here we are at last. How could I behave as if we'd never met? Oh no, my dear, please rest assured, I never did forget. Everywhere in every dream I dream, there's a specter of you. What happened, Anton?
Life tore us apart, that's all. But I never stopped loving you.
You married Mathilde Blumhardt with her father's general store.
I only married Mathilde for your sake, Clarence.
She had money. I had nothing.
No, you were young and beautiful. I knew you'd make a way in the world. You didn't belong here with me. It would be wrong to keep you. I'm a broken down shopkeeper in a town that's utterly bankrupt. My family hates me for being poor. Mathilde, most of all. My life's a disaster, Kara.
Don't flatter yourself, Anton. The world is a disaster.
You're the only one who can save us. With your help, Bracken can flourish again. What's that?
The strap for my artificial leg. I lost it in a car accident.
My poor Claire. I had no idea. The same cool right hand.
It comes off too. Ivory. My plane crashed in Tierra del Fuego. I was the only one who crawled out of the wreckage. I'm unkillable.
Is there anything left that's real?
Here, Anton, here. As you shall see.
And it's on that same generous heart that I remember so well. That we shall depend, Clara.
Clara, Claire. Which one is it?
My wild cat.
She won't disappoint you.
I knew it.
Till this evening at the Golden Apostle Hotel, Anton. Do they still serve truffles?
Not for years.
My heart was set on them.
I was there, and in this place, I still recall her eager face. Our each embrace would heat the air. Even now, even then. Oh! I must have been something. I must have had something. Of course I remember. I really was grand. She truly adored me. Yes, I must have been something. Yes, whenever she'd see me, she called me her panther. She melted like butter at the touch of my hand, and she was like a wild cat, sinking her teeth in my neck, raking her nails down my back, telling me over and over again what a fabulous lover I was. And I was. I know she felt something. Her voice seemed to tremble while remembering when, after all these years, I'll be something. I'm certain we'll have something again.
I don't know what you're whistling about. We haven't had a sale all day.
As they say in Paris, we shall see what we shall see.
When were you in Paris? In your dreams?
You're acting like she's going to give us the money.
Madame Zachanassia will do what's best for Bracken.
Did you see that look she gave me at the station? She's still jealous. Am I right, Anton?
I feel sorry for the woman. I'm not a gossip. The mayor's wife must be beyond reproach, but the truth will out. Her name is Clara Washer. It always was. It always will be. She's half Jewish, half gypsy, and 100% illegitimate. All her money won't erase those stains.
I think she's beautiful. That's not beauty, that's money. I would look like that too if I had her wealth.
Her dress, her jewels. It was like a great film star had come to visit.
Can I take a jacket from stock for tonight?
I'm sorry, Carl. What's spilling it?
I hate my party dress. Could I please wear something new?
It doesn't matter, Otto.
At least let me wear a pair of those yellow shoes. You ordered a gross of them.
I told your father those shoes are too expensive for anyone in this town. But do you think he listens to me?
When people have money again, those yellow shoes will fly out of here.
We can't afford to shop in our own store.
Look how shabby we look.
Madame Zachanassia will see us as we really are. Decent people who are down on their luck. You don't have to pretend with her. She's one of us.
My father was right about you. You drove his business into the ground and took your family along with it. You could at least show some shame, Anton, instead of preening yourself for your gypsy whore all over again. He doesn't hear me.
Look at me. Am I as handsome as I used to be? Strong and attractive as I used to be? Or am I just a preening popinjay? Has he treated me indifferently? I could tell the way she looked at me. Panther was, Panther is.
I wonder if your wildcat knows her panther puts his teeth in a glass at night.
You, everywhere, you. I can't believe it's true. Out of nowhere came you.
Look at me. I'm not the woman that I used to be. There's no denying that there's less of me. That's just just an old decaying concubine. And yet this morning, when he looked at me, for just a moment, almost imagined me, wildcat wild, wildcat you, everywhere, you, in every dream I dream, there's a spectre of you. Sentiment take hold of me. What's in the past will never set me free. Look at me! Look at me!
My grandmother of long ago, the times have changed. I'm strong, I'm straight. I don't care. I am there. I am there. I am there.
Should be an intimate affair, then.
I see Madame is favoring us with her wit this evening.
Not at all. I don't have a sense of humor. That's one of the genuine advantages of being rich. You can say the most appalling things to people. But in your wife's case, I'll bite my tongue. Good evening, Father Joseph. Still telling young girls they're headed straight for hell?
That was only a figure of speech, my child.
Now you tell me.
Dr. Nusselin, our physician.
Do you make out death certificates, Doctor?
When they're required.
What if someone should die?
Certainly not before.
Who have we here?
Police Inspector Honka, at your service.
Marvelous muscles, wonderful arms, powerful hands. Have you ever strangled a man with them?
Strangled?
Well, it's perfectly simple. A little pressure in the proper place and the rest just goes by itself. Just as in politics. We could always call it a heart attack, right, Doctor?
I've made worse diagnoses.
Evening, Anton.
You remember my wife from your arrival?
Mathilde Blumhardt. I remember you lying in wait for Anton beyond the door of your shop. You've grown very thin and pale, my dear.
Life has been hard since you left. You have no idea.
I'm sure I don't. You must be the schoolmaster. Why aren't you teaching these people how to face life's adversities?
Well, just as my father before me, I have tried to instill in them the highest ideals of Western civilization.
Good. We'll see how well you've done this evening.
Madam, in your honor, we have prepared a little spectacle. A tableau vivant with music to tell you our unhappy story. Prepare to be moved, madam. Many years ago, in Brocken, joy would overflow. In Brocken, everything was right here, absolutely right here. Goethe spent a night here. In Brocken,
Life to be so schön.
every single day. In Brocken, art was holding sway. In Brocken, writers that you met here couldn't wait to get here. Brahms wrote a quartet here in Brocken. Everyone was overjoyed here. Everyone gainfully employed here. As our economy grew, our population grew too. It was the happiest of places,
Full of eager, smiling faces.
we all got rich during World War II, and we couldn't sell our Kugelblocks faster. Then, all of a sudden, from out of the blue, we were faced with a terrible disaster. Our factories closed. Our economy died. And we found ourselves deeply in hope.
Everything went wrong. Something silenced the song of our dear little cuckoo clock.
Some mysterious blight made us poor overnight. There was hunger and strife.
We had lost the joy of life.
How terrible.
But wait, we haven't given up. We still have hope for our salvation.
No, no, we haven't given up. Perhaps an angel, a rocket angel, will help the touchy love survive. Out of the darkness of our darkest night, out of our deep despair, this angel will lead us back into the light. Help us, bless Elysium. Bless us, bless Elysium. Give us your heart. Give us a hand. Show us you care. Show us you care.
Stop. Oh. The Brocken I remember is not yours. Well, your father taught the humanities school matricule, but he did not live them. He beat me. If commerce, industry, and the arts flourished here, the benefits did not extend to my family. We lived on the edge of town, in an old gypsy wagon. We went to bed hungry more nights than not. My parents couldn't marry because Papa was a Jew. Yes, he built your public lavatory. But my mother was not allowed to use it. I used to hide on the roof and spit on you as you came in and out. Men and women both. You drove my mother from the village. She found her way to Germany, where gypsies were no more welcome than they are here. I watched my father shrivel up like a leaf.
Terrible. We all made terrible mistakes.
I was 15 years old, and often I felt my body awakening, but I took no joy in those feelings. There was too much bitterness and pain. And then one day, I was bathing in the stream that runs through Conrad's village wood.
I remember.
I felt a pair of eyes burning through me. I looked up. It was the handsomest boy in my school, Anton Schell. Oh, how he stared. I stared back. It was a dream I dare not dream come true.
You were so beautiful. I stopped breathing.
I gave myself to you that first afternoon, Anton. It was summer. Do you remember the hot sun warm on our backs?
Am I the only one who finds this in extremely bad taste?
I remember your powerful arms enfolding me, the strength of your body thrusting into mine. It was my first time. I think I died a little.
We both did. It was my first time, too.
Our love grew deeper, richer. I was free from suffering and sorrow. I loved this man, and he loved me. We swore eternal vows.
The gold band on my left hand would seem to contradict that, Clara Washer.
And then one day, I felt our child stirring in my womb. Do you remember what you said, Anton?
I don't remember.
You said, "Are you sure it's mine?"
Don't, Claire.
Are you sure it's mine? Do you remember what else you said that day, Anton?
Please don't.
You said, "You must not have the baby, Claire. Kill it. I'm going to marry Mathilde Blumhardt. Her father has promised me his shot."
It was my only chance to make my way in the world.
You said you loved me.
I did, but we had to be realistic, Claire. Both of us did.
When Anton Schell told me to destroy our child, I threatened to tell you, the good people of Brocken, how he had wronged me. Anton said he had friends that would testify that they had slept with me time and time again. And they did, Anton, under oath, in a court of law.
Now, witnesses for the prosecution, to the stand!
I, Jacob Chicken, and I, Louis Birch, acknowledge Clara Washer's been defiled. Because I had Clara Washer, I stopped Clara Washer, I helped Clara Washer, I schooled Clara Washer, and neither one of us could be the father of her little chicken-bit child.
I never saw him before in my life.
We've changed.
Do you recognize the defendant?
We're blind.
By his voice.
By his voice, yes. By his voice.
At the trial, I was the judge. Chief Justice Courtney. I am Madame Zakhanasian's butler now. Mr. Jacob Chicken, Mr. Louis Birch, was your testimony true?
No! We swore falsely!
And why did you swear falsely?
Anton Schell bribed us! He bribed us!
With what?
With a bottle of schnapps!
And now tell the people what happened to you.
She tracked us down.
And when she found you, what did she do?
She made us what you see.
And there you have it. We're all here in Brocken once again. The plaintiff, the judge, the two false witnesses, and the defendant.
Does the defendant have anything to say?
Why are you doing this? It was dead and buried.
It was winter. Snow was falling. It was winter. You were calling. And I heard you. And I trembled. Winter. And you held me. It was thrilling. You said all well. I was willing. Then it ended. I remember. Winter. Other voices telling me it's done. It's through. Other voices warning me. I dare not dream of having you. Once again I see the snow fall and the ending. Did it end all? No, it did not, and it cannot, and it will not bring me justice.
Justice? Mother?
I wish to buy justice.
But justice cannot be bought.
Everything can be bought. In memory of the 17 years I spent among you, I am prepared to hand over as a gift to the town of Brocken the sum of 10 billion marks.
10 billion marks?
10 billion.
I misunderstood. 10 billion.
On one condition.
10 billion marks!
Don't you want to know what that condition is?
It scarcely matters. 10 billion marks!
I want the life of Anton Shelby.
What? Anton Shelby?
You can't ask that. It was long ago. Life went on.
And I forgot nothing, Anton. Nothing. You chose your life, but you forced me into mine. I fled, Anton, and became a whore. This morning you wanted time turned back. Very well, I'm turning it back. Only this time, it is I who will buy justice. You bought it with a bottle of schnapps. I'm willing to pay billions.
Aren't you going to say something, Mayor?
I don't know what to say.
Madam Zakhanasian, you forget. This is Europe. We are not savages. We would rather live in poverty than have blood on our hands.
You took the words out of my mouth. In the name of all citizens of Brocken, I reject your offer. And I reject it in the name of humanity. We shall never accept.
I'll wait. Anything else, Doctor?
Let me have some butter. I'm tired of margarine. Oh, and I'll take a bottle of brandy. I have some friends coming over.
Including the shoes that will be for 53 marks and 4 pennies.
Put it on my account.
You don't have an account.
Well then, I'd like to open my yellow shoes. Think of me wearing my yellow shoes. Got me a pair of those yellow shoes. Finally feeling
How do they fit?
like a glove. It's amazing what such simple things can do for the spirit. But it's not the fit, Mrs. Shell. It's how they make me feel. Yellow shoes. Look at me wearing my yellow shoes. shoes. Got me a pair of those yellow shoes. Finally feeling secure. Thank you, God. Now that you know that I'm so well shod, don't you agree that it's really odd? Folks used to think I was poor.
Ottilie, you know your father won't let you have those.
Everybody else is wearing them. Why shouldn't I?
I need some Cuban cigars.
And I'll take 6 yards of that good French silk. I'll take all your Russian vodka.
How are you paid?
Like everyone else.
On credit! If, and there is no way in heaven or on earth, we would ever agree to Madame Zakhanasian's absurd proposal. If there was some way we could agree to her conditions without compromising ourselves. A vote of moral censure, for example. What is it, Anton?
You're going to kill me, aren't you?
Did I say that? Did anyone say that? We're merely trying to come up with a solution that is acceptable to all the parties involved.
I am the only party involved.
I wish it were that simple. We need a new hospital. We need a new school.
I want to see your shoes.
Yellow shoes, look at me wearing my yellow shoes.
I have my answer.
Got me a pair of those yellow shoes, finally feeling secure.
It's not what you think.
Thank you, God, now that you know that I'm so well shod. Don't you agree that it's really odd? Folks used to think I was poor. People who call themselves the elites are people who take good care of their feet. So I'm strolling in yellow shoes, light as a feather in yellow shoes. Hell-bent for leather, they keep out the damn. Say I'm no tramp, I walk like a champ in yellow shoes.
You too, children.
Why shouldn't I look pretty, like everyone else? Well, your children. Have you thought of them?
There's a train in just a few minutes. If I don't stay, I'll no longer be a temptation to the others to do something dreadful, something they'll regret for the rest of their lives. Why don't you say something, Jill?
Goodbye, Anton.
If I get away, she won't pay up. You understand? When I go, the story ends.
All the language and real speed will send out an invitation to me. Come to my party in yellow shoes. Don't have a smart in my yellow shoes. State of the art and forever in style. I walk the mile wearing a smile.
I don't believe you. If I try to pass, you'll stop me. You said you were with me, Friedrich.
I am, Anton. But I think the time has come for you to leave before we can no longer resist our baser impulses.
Police Chief Hunter, I insist you make them clear the way for me.
Everyone back. Make way for Anton Shell to catch his train.
What's keeping you now?
Cheers. Cheers!
Yellow shoes, look at me wearing my yellow shoes. Got me a pair of those yellow shoes. Look at me wearing my yellow shoes. Got me a pair of those yellow shoes. Look at me wearing my yellow shoes. Got me a pair of those
but we have our principles.
Then there's nothing to discuss.
Instead, we have a proposal to make. The people of Brocken have, most unfortunately, acquired a number of new possessions since your arrival.
A considerable number in a very short time.
And now they're in debt.
Hopelessly, myself included.
I'm sinking fast.
We all are. We must pay our debts.
You know my terms.
Madam, this lesson you have taught us will never be forgotten. It will be a monument more lasting than any vengeance. Whatever we have been, in the future we shall be better people because of you. You have pushed us to the very brink of our consciences. We have stared into the abyss. Now, forgive us. Forgive us. And save us.
How do you propose I do that, schoolmaster?
There are untold riches under the land here. Land rich in oil and minerals. Land mysteriously bought from under our very feet, and just as mysteriously allowed to remain undeveloped.
Buy us back our land. That's all we ask. There's oil beneath Puckerin Valley, madam.
There's oil beneath the valley. Well, I have never known, but I can't buy the valley because, you see, I own it.
You own it?
I own it.
Then buy us back Conrad's Village Wood. There's a wealth of minerals just waiting to be mined there. We'll be back on our feet again in no time.
Now, when it comes to mining, I'm a fool. I can't deny it. But since I've already bought it, there's no way I can buy it.
She's bought that, too.
She's bought everything?
Then it was you who destroyed Brocken.
As surely as you destroyed me. I own the foundry on Dittendorf Square, and Bachman's, and that church over there, the Tobler factory too. Believe me, good neighbors, I do. I told my agents go out and buy everything, shut all their clocks down. A little of this, a whole lot of that. There's nothing too good for this town. Now the pain that I felt from the hand I was held has been finally nearly erased. Your hopes were lunacy, your sacrifice foolish. Your lives have been a useless waste.
Have you no feelings for humanity?
Feelings for humanity, can't you see? Are for ordinary millionaires, not me. With resources like mine, I can afford a higher justice, a new world order. It's perfectly bright, it's perfectly pure. It's perfectly clear somehow. The world has made me into a whore. Right, boys?
The world has made her into a whore.
You two.
The world has made her into a whore.
Now,
The world has made her into a whore.
I make the world my brothel. No, I'm paying Brocken for murder, a boom for a body, 10 billion for the town, and 2 million for each person, man, woman, and child.
Monstrous.
Obscene. Unspeakable.
And against the law.
I was wrong! You're not a demon! You are a person without pity or love!
When this business is finished, I won't be needing you anymore.
I don't understand, madam.
You're free. Stop it.
You're scaring me, madam.
I said I won't be needing you anymore.
Why, have we done something wrong?
Isn't that what you want?
Where would we go? What would we do? I would never leave you, never go away. I'll be here to serve you every single day. Look inside my brain, man, and you're sure to find there's Athanasian, always on my mind.
To
It's his bad conscience.
Nasty tricks he played on poor Madame Zalkanassian.
It upsets me too, but who knew? Did you?
Getting a young girl in trouble.
Rotten bastard!
Back and forth, probably back and forth. Selfish, vain, arrogant, sharp, horrible, hideous, hateful. When he holds me, I feel an indifference now. We have to get on with our lives.
We're clearly a laughing stock all over town.
I'm one of those useless, dispensable, tedious, put upon pitiful wives.
Back and forth, like a cat. Why is he driving us mad with that? Back and forth, pacing his room. Back and forth, up and down. He's a pariah all over town. Now he's home. Spread the gloom.
You're going to have to come down sometime, Papa. You can't stay up here forever. It's been days. It is simply ridiculous for you to be so scared. It's obvious this thing is going to be settled peacefully, without anyone harming a hair on your head. Everyone says so. She's too good-hearted.
You play tennis
I've had a couple of lessons.
instead of going to the labor exchange and looking for work.
All of my friends play tennis.
A while ago, I looked out the window and saw your brother in an automobile.
It's only an opal. They aren't so expensive.
When did he buy it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him? I'm late.
For your tennis?
No. For the cinema.
Oh, you say cinema now.
Everyone says cinema.
Let me hold you.
Voices whisper.
Anton, you've lost.
Other voices whisper.
The cost. The cost.
I'm only going to the movies.
My little girl, my princess. All grown up now.
You act as if you're never going to see me again.
You remember our Sunday morning? You'd walk with me to Schuyler's to buy the newspaper. And on the way home, I give you a coin to put on the railroad track.
May I come up?
I'm really late, Papa.
Your daughter is turned into such a beautiful woman. Been drinking. Been trying the English gin. Must have had 2 or 3.
It's Jim, I'm a schoolmaster, Sarah.
Your wife was good enough to let me have it on account.
Are you wearing new shoes?
Yes. But they're not yellow. They're more of a straw color. I am not a conformist.
What's wrong? Dear friend.
There's something I need to tell you, Anton. A secret I have to tell you, Anton. I simply must say it, Anton. Listen, Anton. I was the only one. I wanted to help you. was the only one in all of our town. I did my best to help. It's murder, I told them. When everyone cursed and sneered, I shouted them down. What kind of people are we? She's making us madmen. How in the pursuit of gold can you be so vile? But her cell is wretched, so are we, they said. And wouldn't it serve us well if Anton were dead? They said. I didn't agree at first, but having dropped into my head convinced me, Anton. I'm sorry, Anton. Forgive me, Anton. I wanted to help you, but I was the only one in all of our town.
It's all my own fault, really. I made Claire what she is. And I made myself what I am. A failing shopkeeper with a bad name. It's all my own work. The butler, the eunuchs, the coffin, the million. I can't help myself. And I can't help any of you anymore.
Thank you, Anton, for taking responsibility for your sins. I'm sorry, Anton. Forgive me, Anton. I wanted to help you, but I was the only one. The only one in all of our
There's a public meeting this evening. We're deciding your case.
I'll be there.
We're hoping you'll abide by the ruling of our community court, Anton. However the decision turns out.
Of course, Peter.
You still have a certain glimmer of honor in you.
I brought you a gun. It's loaded.
I don't understand.
Wouldn't it be better if there were no reason for the court to meet this evening?
What are you talking about?
Isn't it finally your duty, as a man of honor, to make an end of your life?
If only out of public spirit.
And your love for your friends and neighbors. You know our misery, our starving children.
Not anymore. Your bellies are full with food my wife has sold their families on credit.
Anton.
Have you spared me the hell of watching the whole town turn against me? Even my friend, the schoolmaster. I might have taken the gun for all your sakes. Instead, I stayed in my room. I bolted the door, and I dealt with my fear alone. The moment I knew what this visit was for, I shuddered with fear, I trembled with fear, but I conquered my fear alone. Now it's you who will judge me, and whatever your verdict, I will not complain or resist. What you decide when you judge me, that would be justice. I accept it as justice, but I insist there must be a trial. I can't spare you the trial, and after the trial is through, for me it will be justice. God knows what it will be. For you, drive in your new automobile.
You'd like that?
Get your sister. We'll all go for a drive together.
Me too? But surely that...
Why not? Put on your new fur stole and let the whole town see how beautiful and smart you look in it. Now, pretty hat, Ottilie, but isn't it a little bold?
You silly fuddy-duddy, Papa. You should see what I bought for an evening gown. C'est très scandale.
Utterly starting French lessons, a daughter of mine speaking French.
You look lovely, the two.
Oh, it's just a stole.
Like a real lady.
Better late than never.
All aboard that's coming aboard.
What a fine automobile, son!
Oh, c'est formidable!
Taking a ride together, feeling the wind sting your cheek. We're never out together, making this ride quite unique.
C'est magnifique!
It'll do 81 to see, Papa.
Not so fast. I want to see a bit of the scenery, a bit of the town I've been in for nearly 70 years.
When we're at home together, oh how we fight, you and me.
Suddenly here together,
Look at us now, a family.
c'est très gentil.
Looking at the woods as twilight, suddenly my vision's clear. Lovelier than I remember. What a pretty sight down here. I used to take it all for granted. Never once embraced the life. What a new and thrilling feeling. What a joyous time. Turn right, and I'm seeing it all for the very first time. The very first time I know. Seeing it all for the very first time. Come, my son, please go slow.
Sunflowers under the curtain arched, geraniums in Broad Square. The new apartment block, the cafe hurdle, it's all so clean, so bright, so new. Hello, hello, hello.
Goodbye.
Slow down.
Riding around together, what a relaxed kind of thing.
Shouldn't life be always this way?
Pardon my French, but I must say, c'est vrai.
C'est vrai.
I think I'll get out here. I want to walk back through the woods to town. To clear my head before this meeting tonight.
Would you like us to come with you?
It's all right.
Well, in that case, we'll drive over to Kalberstadt and do some shopping.
What a lovely day.
Quite an afternoon. Goodbye, Pop.
Au revoir, Papa.
Seeing it all for the very first time.
See you soon, see you soon.
See you soon.
love and love alone. When the sun seems forever bright, what can dim its light? Love and love alone. So beware, young love, lost in a kiss. There's the truth, young love, simple as this. Every fond hello ends in goodbye. What seems certain all the time there is. If you're his, be his. Make each day your own. When tomorrow's come and your heart is stone, what is meaning? Love and love alone.
bark beetle. That tree is withering away.
are we, Anton.
Does Conrad's village wood belong to you as well?
Yes, it does.
You've thought of everything.
I've had a lifetime too. Will we sit here together?
By all means. I just said goodbye to my family. And I'm shopping in Carverston. Carl's got himself an automobile.
He's a good-looking boy.
Thank you.
But I'm not prepared to go beyond that.
Ottilie is taking a course in French literature.
That should do well in this town.
You have a child?
Don't.
Was it a boy or girl?
I really can't recall. It was a girl.
And her name? What was her name?
Don't. I can't recall her name. Geneviève.
I love that name. My mother was a Geneviève.
You must stop. I remember nothing else.
Her hair? What color was her hair?
Black. Infants often.
Yes, they often do.
Don't.
Where did she die?
Don't. With some people. I can't recall their name. The name.
What of?
Meningitis. Dear Miss Foster, we regret to inform you that your child is dead.
I had no idea. How terrible for you. How sad. How terrible.
Stop. Stop. Don't. Enough. Now, talk to me about me. Talk to me about us. When we were 17, when you loved me, I want to remember. I remember waiting, naked on the straw, waiting till you called with
Clary, Clary.
There you stood above me, sunlight on your back, long and dark and supple.
Clary, my Clary.
Many years ago, oh, so long ago.
Well, like a goddess, every man I knew longed to be your lover.
No, just Anton.
Our nights with Matilda, I pretend it's you, lying there beneath me.
Anton, oh Anton, would that we could go back to long ago. Now.
This is the last time we shall sit in our old wood. Hear the cuckoo calling, sound of the wind. They're meeting tonight. They will sentence me to death, and one of them will kill me. And so ends the story of Anton Shell.
It doesn't end there. The story is not over. I'll take your coffin to Capri. I have a plan. You'll spend eternity with me. I built a palace in the park. I keep it lit. It's always day, it's never dark. 100 cypress hold the ship. Ravello's near, where Wagner's Parsifal was made. And see Amalfi over there, a perfect spot, a splendid view for us to share. We'll be together high upon a hill, our love surviving, though our hearts are still. Your love died many years ago,
But now you're here, please again.
my love can't die,
Don't let it die.
nor can it ever really live.
I love you more than ever now.
I've come to know that it's too late.
I understand and I accept.
My gentle ghost,
My only love.
the waltz we waltz is ending soon. We'll be together high upon our hill. Our love surviving, while our hearts are I've the memory of you.
Together, we will ask for justice. And realize my life has been as empty without it as yours. Will you be there? That's all I ask.
Yes, I will.
Then I am ready.
Goodbye, Anton.
Goodbye, Claire.
Citizens of Brocken, it is owing to Anton Schell that we have been offered Madame Zakanassian's extraordinary endowment. 10 billion for the town itself and 2 million for each citizen, man, woman, and child. Is that correct, madam?
Those are the terms.
Will you, Anton Schell, respect our decision as to acceptance or refusal of the Claire Zakanassian endowment?
I shall respect it.
All those pure in heart who want justice done, raise their hands. Then it's unanimous.
Not yet.
Put your hand down, you can't vote. You two, madam, I must insist. You're making a mockery of the legal process. The Claire Zakanassian endowment is accepted unanimously. Not for the sake of money.
Not for the sake of money,
But for justice.
but for justice,
For justice.
And for conscience sake.
for conscience sake,
Conscience sake.
And deliver our souls from evil.
and deliver our souls from evil.
I love you, Claire.
Amen.
Amen.
Now,
So, it is done.
doctor, heart attack. Died of joy. He loved us so much, he died for his sins.
Don't touch him. He's mine now. Now he looks the way he was a long while ago. My panther. Rudy, get the bags packed. We are going to Capri. Maya, the money.